Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Major Minor, this series where I progressively just get more and more upset at like the game and myself for continuing to play it. But people seem to like my suffering, even if it's a small audience. I'm someone that likes to satisfy people, so let's continue. I'll be very sad, no doubt, but fuck it, I don't care. At the press conference room, a few moments earlier, nearing 7 p.m., Rook cautiously enters the conference room. He scans the area slowly, realizing he's alone. Why do I even bother being punctual? As usual, I'm the one left waiting around. He sits down in a chair, taking a heavy sigh. Fiddling with his tablet, he tries to pass the time. And it's her, the third best character in this game.
Hello.
Fuck, I got like done eating dinner, so like my throat is like dying.
Hello, Rook.
He jumps in his chair, startled. You shouldn't pop up on people like that. Why would you want to scare somebody? You know what kind of situation we're in.
Oh, pop up on people? It's not like that. You're just so engrossed in your tablet that you didn't notice me approaching. I can't be blamed for that. But do tell me, how is that tablet treating you lately? Does he have anything interesting to say?
What do you mean, he?
Oh, don't play stupid, Rook. I hate how everyone here is full of lies. How do you think everyone here would feel if I just told them what's on that tablet? They think you're some sort of freak. I mean, you are, but you've done a good job of hiding it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
In the blink of an eye, Max seizes the tablet. Catching Rook off guard, she starts to fiddle with it. Hey, give that back! He starts to panic, his breathing becoming erratic. That's mine! He leaps off his chair and tries to take it back. Max has no issues dodging his attempts. She laughs mockingly as she browses the contents. Oh boy, his like porn. Oh no.
Oh, your chat with him all day.
She scrolls through the on-screen chat history.
And almost all night, too. You shut the world out just for him? But why don't you seek something more real? Words on a screen can only do you so much. It's affecting the way that your friends see you, if that's something you'd even call them. As we all know, addictions can be costly. I've talked to the people you work with. They mention your tablet more than they mention you.
Max, I'm asking nicely. She continues scrolling.
Wow, you can find a lot in this guy. He seems so full of knowledge, too. Let me try asking him something.
She spends a few moments typing.
Wow, he responded instantly, and with such detail, faster than any living being could.
Ruff huffs angrily, easily accepting her bait.
Let me ask him about Eclair, you know, the character that we never got to meet because in order to get the true ending of this game, you have to avoid her. Or perhaps I can ask about Jane. He must know all your dirty little secrets.
Max, I've had enough. He charges at her in a fit of rage. She instinctively clutches her necklace. Zawadido! And suddenly everything stops.
Pretty quick to anger, isn't he? Oh well, I was going to restrain him anyway. Pretty fun to see him all rustled up, though. If that's his trigger, he must have all sorts of nasty little secrets.
She stares at the tablet for a moment.
Curiosity. No, I guess it really isn't my business. I was just having a little fun. None of this will be permanent anyway.
She places the tablet down on one of the chairs. Then she pushes Rook down onto the one beside it. As he's unaware, there's no shit. He's unaware. She fucking stopped time. Fuck off, narration. Oh my god. Oh dear, the slavery returns again.
The circumstances of Africa were definitely a little different, but I guess I have to make do with what we have and compromise. Archon will know what I'm up to.
With Rook on the chair, she grabs some rope.
You better get comfy.
She ties him up to the chair, ensuring it's extra tight, his wrists to the armrests and his feet to the legs.
I suppose I'll be generous.
She moves the tablet from the chair to his pocket.
You're lucky you're just a means to an end. I was tempted to just dump this in the water. But But that's something you'll need to do on your own, Rook. I can't do it for you.
She lets out a slight laugh.
The things that people do in grief. Doesn't anybody handle things like a normal living being anymore?
Says the one that's like nuking the entirety of fucking Tokyo. Shut up, Max.
I don't get it at all. Oh well, time for the finishing touch.
She walks to the other side of the room. The bomb she placed here flashes a bright red.
I hope this doesn't scare him too much.
She spends a few moments disarming the weapon. After ensuring it's off, she returns to Rook. The red light on the explosive is now a docile green. Placing the bomb on his lap, she slowly rearms it. Its light returns to red, flashing its new intent.
And with that, the stage is set.
She grips the gear-shaped necklace once whirled. The world!
Oh, you're finally conscious again.
Rook looks around in confusion. He struggles slightly after realizing he's restrained. Well, gee, I wonder what else you would try to do if you found yourself restrained suddenly. Hey, let me go!
I can't do that. I have an important plan for you, Rook.
She leans in close to give her words more emphasis.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. You've been wasting your life on that tablet in your own little fantasy, and you're defensive enough to attack me. But it's odd, you passed out right after. Physical exertion must elude you, Rook. I had no choice but to restrain you. This bomb, however, is another story.
She points to Rook's lap, then he notices the bomb. He immediately starts to squirm and struggle.
Oh, hey now, don't struggle too much. You wouldn't want to set it off in error.
Those words are enough to scare him into submission. He remains as stiff as a corpse, his eyes tearing up. Why are you doing this? I never did anything to you. Please, let me go.
Trust me, Rook, I'm not going to hurt you, and you'll be free to go shortly. This is if things go in your favor. I'm going to tell some of your friends you're here, waiting to be saved. They also know the disarming codes. It's pretty simple. They can come and save you if they want to.
She takes a deep pause.
I don't want to soil the surprise, but there's a chance that they might not come, because they might like someone more than you. This is why your tablet's so important. You've spent so long immersed in that silly little thing, ignoring those around you. Perhaps now they'll ignore you.
Damn, what is she, Jigsaw? Holy shit. She's like, yeah, no. Either they'll save you or they'll save someone else, and this is because you were being a jackass, ignoring everyone on your fucking tag. Damn, dude, she's basically Jigsaw. Now I'm gonna watch, like, Saw, or, like, Saw 3, or, like, one of the shittier Saw movies after this, because, oh my god.
I'm a firm believer that we set our own bombs in life.
Okay.
Our errors and lapses in judgment set my...
I fucking hate you, Clace.
Our errors and lapses in judgment set mines for us to step on later. We are a victim to our own actions and words. We can conveniently choose to blame others, but at the end of the day, it's our fault. You chose to bond with that tablet instead of those who were currently around you, and now that choice of yours might haunt you. Perhaps you weren't so obsessed with that thing they'd be rushing to shave you.
To shave you?
To save you. But now, the fact that they need to choose, it makes this all the more interesting, you know?
You're sick.
Blaming me, of course. If you weren't such an introvert, you'd be relaxing right now in confidence. But now you've come to realize, what you've been doing is harmful. But just how harmful? Well, that's up to the strength of the bonds that you've made. They decide your fate. Oh, and if you've even mentioned my name, I'll set off every single bomb here.
Not weapon, because they're all bombs. And Clace, like, forgot to, like, he changed the word bomb here, but he forgot to mention how, like, it's literally a bomb in every other sentence so far. Fuck you, Clace, and every time it says weapon, I will say bomb.
So don't try and play hero, Rook. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go help contestant number 2. The show's about to begin.
Oh boy, how scary. Would you like to save your game? Yeah, sure. Not bad at all. I'm very happy, actually, to see Rook turning into a cuck. I hope Killa is next. I rush to the lobby, unsure of what awaits me. However, when I get there, I just see Anumi. Oh, him.
Hey there, Minato. I wanted to go outside. Singe yelled at me. It was scary.
Sounds like Singe, but what's going on? I was told to come here immediately. Could Anumi be part of the whole plan? I inched a little closer to him, just in case I need to keep him safe.
What are you doing? Please don't touch me there.
He looks a little confused, or maybe uncomfortable. Well, I'll keep you safe, Anubi.
Well, really? Thanks. My brother used to say it to me all the time. I was sad that he couldn't do it anymore. But I should learn to do it myself. I have to grow up someday, right?
Right, yeah, no, you're like 18 and you act like you're 7. Shut up.
Other people can't always be there, not even bro. So I should learn. That way I can do it when I'm alone. I'll take pointers from what you do, Mary Sue.
He smiles at me. I'm glad he trusts me, at least. But after he speaks, he stares at me in silence. Oh, is he expecting me to lead the conversation? Guess I could use this as a learning opportunity. Tell me about yourself, Anumi, because true ending flags.
Is this like an interview? I used to watch bro do those all the time. He always wrote out his answers beforehand, so I don't know what to say. I'm older than I look, that's for sure.
Sure, and that just makes it all the more disturbing that you look so young and you're dressed like a prostitute with the fishnet shirt and everything. And no, I'm not letting that go.
I love ramen, so I was gonna be here. I still have to score on the tour, so my bro would help me with homework. I had a pet fish for a while. I wanted to have a little bro of my own.
I took really good care of him. He died, like my actual brother. Wow, definitely jumping from topic to topic, but I guess we're all like that at a young age. He's not that much younger than you. Shut up, Minata.
I still feel bad I'm not good at math. Archer had to answer that one problem.
I'm sure that almost nobody likes math. I let him know that he's not alone in that regard.
Really? That's interesting. I'm confused with how school works. If you're bad at math, they think you're not trying hard enough. They push you. Sometimes they even say you're not smart. But if you're bad at writing stories or at art, you get a slap on the wrist.
That's not true.
Some people are born...
Some people are born autists.
They say. What if I'm born to be bad at math?
I shrug. I guess he has a point. Different subjects are treated in different ways.
But anyways, I guess...
Oh. Before I continue, he's promptly interrupted. Artron descends the stairs into the lobby. This conversation was optimal. Fuck off. He notices the both of us and quickly approaches. Hey, you two. Glad you're both safe. I was just about to do more rounds. Need to ensure everyone's survival. I notice that he has a phone in his hand, something I've rarely seen him holding. When he sees... Excuse me. When he sees that I notice, he puts it into his pocket. So, how are you two doing?
I'm doing okay, but I wish my bro was here with me.
Surely you do. I apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to open any wounds.
I don't have any wounds, it's okay.
It was a metaphor, Inumi.
I see. What's up?
Again, he gets interrupted, but this time by a high-pitched screeching noise. Feedback from the lobby speaker system. Inumi quickly covers his ears in fright. I look at Artron. He seems unaffected. That is, until the screeching subsides. The cliche lobby music that was playing doesn't return. Instead, a voice greets us and chills me to my core. Oh boy, we're getting like a big save run. Oh dear. Exciting. Oh boy, it's like Jigsaw. She's literally... Hello, Minato. Hello, Archeron. Inumi, you too. Unexpected. The voice is warped and heavily modified. I can't tell who it is, or their gender, but I know one thing without any doubt. This is the person who is texting me. And by extension, the Midnight Killer, the murderer of Clace, and Rocker too. Whatever plan they had, it was being put into motion. I clench my fists and I look to Archeron. He looks scared. I've never seen him like this before. Inumi clinches closer to me as if to seek safety. I'm going to be blunt. Let's start this. Nobody else enter the lobby. If you do, every bomb will detonate. You all need to stay where you are. I only have business with these 3. So this is being broadcast through the entire building? I guess they aren't dealing with just me anymore. Show yourself. Don't hide like a coward. Not yet, Archeron. I need to keep a distance for now, in case there's any disobedience. You 3 are to do exactly as I say. Any deviation from my course will result in the detonation of every bomb here. And if you don't believe me, just try me. I don't think it's worth it. I think that Max is base. I really do wish that they like went against her orders, and then the game would have ended. A gamble shouldn't decide your fates today, nor the fate of everybody in the building.
I'm scared.
Anumi is shivering in fright. I look at Archeron. He must know what to do. This situation can't be foreign to someone like him. You have our compliance. Please state your terms. We wish for no more death today. It pains me to say this, but your wish will go unfulfilled. You only have the ability to mitigate. Damages will still be caused, so I advise that you listen carefully. Very well. Archeron looks at me showing signs of regret, like he's failed to stop this from happening. I give him a look of confidence. We can take this head on. We won't let them win. I need to talk with Minato. This situation pertains to him the most. I stand tall and strong. As soon as you arrived in Tokyo, you met two people, Rook and Killa. You spent the day getting to know them. That is, until things went to hell. I nod, unsure of where this may be going, but Phil was fright at all the possible scenarios. I've been watching you ever since then, on your little adventure through Akihabara. It made me sick, too joyful and campy, and shitty too, and actually, literally filler. You need to learn about consequence, something you haven't yet faced, and something you must come to understand, especially if you wish to save anything. You'll never do that without sacrifice. This is the first rule that I will teach you. I don't understand. Is this some kind of test for me? They seem to know about my role in Terra. Who gives a shit about Terra anymore? Oh my god. And there's a second rule that you must learn, but that will come soon, so don't worry. I'm going to present you with a choice. You must make this decision on your own. Archeron and Anumi cannot influence you. In fact, they must remain silent. If they speak, I'm sure that you know the drill. I look at Archeron, and then at Anumi. They both give me a nod. I gulp audibly. I ask them to continue, to tell me what they want. It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. So please, listen very carefully. Rook is currently in the conference room. And Killa is currently in a boardroom. They both have bombs strapped to them, ready to detonate at a moment's notice. Oh, could it be? Could it be? Nani? No, that can't be! I said to listen carefully. I'll let you save one of them, but the other will be left to die. They both expect you to save them. This is part of the second rule. You won't be able to save everybody. The road to salvation is paved with loss, and this is something you must understand. So, who will it be? The tablet-addicted lackey, or the overzealous superfan? I'm sure that they both have— No, they do. They do not have redeeming qualities. Fuck you. If I were able to kill them both, I actually would. Fuck you. As well as a few faults of their own. However, will those faults condemn them? The choice lies with you. I look towards Archeron. He avoids my gaze, looking at the floor ashamedly. I look towards Anumi. He has his paws pressed up against his mouth. Are you stressed? That's cute. How can you be trusted with the fate of a world when you can't even handle this? I tremble in anger, my fist clenched violently. Oh, and don't even think about saving both. I would rather kill both. You could— Shut up, Max. If you split up, all the bombs will go off. You'll need to travel as a group from now on. You will all go into the room of the person you wish to save. If anyone else tries to be a hero and save the other hostage, well, there will be no heroes here. I guess you could say there will be no more heroes. Only the three in the lobby may move, and it will be at Minato's instruction. I don't know what to do. I stand there in silence, which seems like forever. Part of me hopes that they're joking, but I know better. Okay, now I'm getting bored. Give me a name, and now, remember, it's one of them, or all of you. I take deep breaths. I close my eyes. They have us in a checkmate. I have to choose. But how can I possibly be expected to choose who dies? I tremble in the fact of this impossible decision. This isn't impossible, and I think very carefully before I say anything else, for they would be the hardest words I'd ever speak. Oh man, you wanna know the best part? You wanna know the best fucking part? The best part is, I have to kill Killa. I have no choice, even if I liked him, which I don't. The best part is, I have to kill him. He has to die. The only reason I'm okay with saving Rook, he's not Killa. He's like he's not this fucking jolly ass rancher piece of shit. So, no regrets. This isn't a difficult decision. I would have killed them both if I could get away with it. If I were the main character, I'd be like, fuck you. Hey lady, or whoever's on the mic, kill them both. I don't care. Oh my god, this is like actually the best part of the entire game. Holy shit. I need a drum. Doing like the Jigsaw impression really got my throat. Holy shit.
Good. I'm glad you were able to choose. Choices like this will find you often, especially with the role that you play. Tron and Anumi, you're free to talk, but you know the rules. I won't hesitate to kill you all. Let's get things moving, shall we? Up to the conference room you go. Wouldn't want to keep him waiting.
I quickly exchange glances with Artron and Anumi. We need to hurry. Stay calm and follow me. He starts bolting up the stairs. I look at Anumi. He has the face of utter terror with that smile on his face and the blep. He shouldn't have to go through this. That's not fair. I place myself in front of him. I tell him I'm going to keep him safe. After a brief pause, he nods. We both chase after Artron with one goal in mind. Rook, don't worry. We're coming to save you. The first thing we see is Artron kicking in the doors. Are they locked? How are we supposed to get in? They've been locked from the other side. I don't think I can break them in. He kicks them several more times. They don't budge. Oh, oh, silly me. I forgot to mention the bomb as a timer. You have 5 minutes to disarm Rook's bomb. Wait here, I'm going to see Singe. He has to know how we can get through. He starts running, but Anumi interjects.
Artron, stop! Didn't you pay attention to the rules? We have to stick together as a group, but you ran upstairs by yourself, and no one else is allowed to intervene. But you want to go see Singe? You're going to get us all killed!
Wow, Anumi said one smart thing in the entire game.
Of course, I apologize.
I'm used to thinking on my feet, not used to working with restrictions. You'll have to forgive me, Anumi. He quickly draws his pistol, having no other option. This must be the only way. Please cover your ears, both of you. He breathed you as instructed. Anumi stares on in awe. Artron assumes a firing stance and aims at the door, but he doesn't fire right away, and he readjusts his aim calmly and carefully, like he's trying to find that one perfect spot. He fires once, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. He fires again, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. Come on. He takes a deep breath before adjusting his aim again. He fires for the third time and kicks the door. It opens slightly and he beams with pride. My ears ring loudly even though they were covered. Minato, come here, quickly. I look back at Anumi before following his order. When I get to him, he points to my feet. I need your help. Listen carefully. Heel first, to the side of the lock. That's the weakest part of the door. Kick it with me on the count of 3, but follow these instructions precisely. I nod. We almost have it. Just a few more times to do. It'll hurt, but we can't let Rook die. He turns around and faces the door. I do the same. He looks at me with confidence. 3, 2, 1. I bring my foot crashing into the door. Pain shoots up my leg, but the door opens more. I lose my balance, my shin on fire with pain. We have it now. Just one more time. I push past the pain and assume the stance once more. 3, 2, 1. And the door comes crashing down. Anumi claps at us both and we all enter the room. Limping from the pain, I fight it back for Rook. Because fuck Killa. We see Rook almost immediately. He's strapped to a chair. I notice a flashing red light on his lap. That must be the bomb. I quickly rush to inspect it. However, I lock gazes with him first. His eyes are red and wet. Was he crying? You came for me? Why? I honestly don't know how to respond. I looked down to inspect the bomb. They were right about having 5 minutes. I let Archron know that the timer is counting down. Let me see. He comes and stands beside me. Inumi waits near the doorway, leaving this in our hands. 4 minutes now. We can do this. Remain calm. He takes deep breaths as he examines the bomb. Wait. A 9-digit numerical keypad, as well as a button for the number 0. Too many combinations to just guess. This is impossible. Where we're set up. He tries to remove the bomb, but it starts beeping. But he winces in fright and quickly leaves it be. Hey, nobody said you could remove it. Try that one more time and I'm going to blow this building sky high. Got it? Archron gulps and nods. Besides, you do know the code. I'll give you a couple of hints. It's a number that the 3 of you know. Surely you've heard it somewhere before. And to top it off, it's 4 digits. That could be anything. I don't appreciate these games. It's not too difficult, Archron. You're good at solving problems. This one was no different. How many attempts do we get before it detonates on its own? Just 3, and you get no more hints. Other than that, you heard the number today. Good luck. I'll be in touch if you win. They commence radio silence. 3 minutes left. What could it be? Think, Archron, think. I try to think as well, but I draw blanks. I start to worry that the game is rigged too. Archron, Inumi, and myself all know the number. It's 4 digits as well. What could it be? Or did they mean Archron, Rook, and myself? There are variations to the term 3 of us. They should have been more specific. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. I trace my steps back to when I first met Archron. If we heard it today, we would have heard it as a group. Well, we took the limo here together, got escorted inside. We went upstairs and wasted time until the conference. We were all together then. That makes the most sense. Could it have been something said during the briefing? But I don't recall any numbers mentioned at that time. I stop and rethink, replaying the conference in my head. 2 minutes remaining. Archron quickly leaps forward and enters some numbers. But they're incorrect. He growls and punches the floor. Damn it! That was almost certain. Rook is panting heavily, his eyes watering again. He looks terrified. I feel so sorry for him. He stares at me, his body is still as a corpse. Perhaps he's terrified he may have set off the bomb off. Try 2020. Place's birth year. So this game takes place in at least the in the 2030s. Interesting to know. I guess Clace is a Gen C, Gen Corona. Holy shit. We should all know it being here. That does make sense. We're all here as a part of Clace's tour. It's definitely implied that we should know about him. I look at Archron and he nods. I lean forward and look at the bomb. Hesitantly, I type the numbers 2020 on the keypad. But it's not correct. Damn it! 1 more minute. I don't think we can do this. The timer decreases to double digits. Is this how it ends? Because we forgot? Archron starts breathing heavily in a state of panic. Even if we gave up, we couldn't flee now. We wouldn't be able to make it out of here in time. 45 seconds. I replay my time in Tokyo over and over again. Like my life is flashing before my eyes. But I still can't remember any numbers. We must be getting played. I don't believe it. They were cool enough to give us hope before death. We were probably never meant to disarm the bomb. It's this thought that breaks me. I start to cry. 30 seconds, and our fate becomes more lucid. Am I not meant to save Taro? Who gives a shit? Am I not meant to save even a single friend, quote unquote? No. It seems like they're denying me everything. 20 seconds. I close my eyelids tightly. Perhaps I'm too cowardly to stare death in the face, but my foremost thought is simple. Please don't hurt. I hear Archron, Inumi, and Rook speak, saying what I can only presume is their final words. However, I have nothing to say. You haven't had anything to say in the entire game. I simply wait it out, with the realization I'll never save a single soul. Well, damn. That's the end of the game. Oh, damn. I wish that was the end of the game. Everyone just blows up and dies. That would be an ideal.
Wait!
My eyes shoot open and I look towards Inumi.
8250! Enter it now!
Without even a single thought, I rise to action. I look at the keypad and locate the numbers. And as fast as I can, I type 8250. The red light on the bomb becomes yellow, and after a few moments, a peaceful green. But before we can rejoice at our survival, our worst fears come true, sounding from below. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to mention one important thing. The voice on the loudspeaker starts laughing loudly. The warping effect on their voice sounds near demonic. The codes to disarm the bomb actually sets the other one off as well. I connected them using a subroutine. You just killed Killa, Minato. Yeah, no, see? I got to kill Killa. And you know what? That almost redeems this entire shitty game. Almost. I got to kill one of the worst characters of all time. I am so happy. Holy shit. My heart sinks in my stomach. I'm like lying as I'm saying these words. I'm like feeling the opposite of what these people are feeling. Just part of your final lesson to save. Sometimes you need to kill. The path of salvation is stained with blood. Why are they doing this to me? I know I told Emo and Colgate I could kill, but that was for the greater good. How could I possibly justify the death of Killa because he was a waste of space and nobody liked him? Holy shit. I hear like the true ending flag like noise in the back of like my mic. Oh man. Whatever you think now is relevant. Irrelevant. He's already dead. By your hand. I did say it'd be your fault. Don't you remember my little texts? I suggest you rush to them now, to see if any bits and pieces are left, or perhaps if they miraculously survived. I look at Archron and Numi and Rook. My heart's racing. This feeling of guilt is immense. This feeling is like, this like fucking euphoric feeling right now. Oh my god. Let's go. We have to try. Archron quickly takes out a knife. He slashes the ropes, freeing the captive Rook. We must not rush him into anything. He'll return to his senses on his own. I nod, and we dash out of the room. We quickly head for the boardroom where Killa was, but Rook stays behind, letting these events settle in. It'd be a long time before he was okay again. Woo! As soon as we get downstairs, we seek the boardroom. None of us has ever been there before, but the smoke and rubble marked its location. It was immediately apparent that Killa did not survive. Yes! 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 And Numi bursts into tears and starts crying loudly. Archon clenches his fists in anger, and Cross starts fucking dabbing and Fortnite dancing in the fucking scene. And I can only think, I'm the one who did this. Da-da-da-da-da. I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't deny it. I'm at a total loss for words. I don't know what to do. Is Archon angry with me? Is Numi crying because of what I did? Haha, bitch. Furthermore, how am I supposed to handle this? All he wanted to do was spend time with Clay's fucking piece of shit, trying to rape maids at the maid cafe, and I stole his life because he didn't deserve it. He devoted all the time to his contest just to die. I'm so happy. Oh my god. There has to be a way to bring him back. With this power that I have. No, you're the player character. I'm not letting you bring him back. Fuck you. I reach in my pocket. I bring out the teddy bear that I place it before I bring out the teddy bear I won in Arcadia. As an offering, I place it before the rubble. Killa, you have my word. Your death will not be in vain. It sparked the flame of revolution within me. I will save Terra. Fuck you. I will not bring you back. And those who oppose me will fall. Oh, damn. I guess our main character is going to turn into a school shooter. That's not unnerving. I walk towards the Numi. His eyes are still streaming tears. He looks up at me, trying to tell me something. I know. But he's crying too much to get it out. I place my hand on his shoulder, and then his ass. I tell him to take deep breaths, and I guide him. A few moments later, he's sufficiently calm. I know who did this to us. What? How can he claim to know that? No, don't get her busted. Fuck you.
It was all in the numbers. The code you entered into the bomb. It was the answer to a math equation. The same one a woman gave to me earlier. Bartron helped me solve it in the limo. You remember when that happened?
I do, actually. I can't believe I overlooked it. In my state of panic, I must have forgotten.
A woman who gave me that equation. She's the one who's doing all this.
It makes sense, but it's a woman. Didn't really expect that, sexist fucker. The numbers definitely did match, so there's no other explanation.
I didn't know who she was at first, but when we arrived here earlier today, I saw her on the television, on the news. Her name, it's Maxine Armstrong.
Dun dun dun. The biggest plot twist no one saw coming, I guess. Nunny! I knew there was something off about her. So, Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer. She killed Clace. She killed Rocker. And she was given powers by the man in the Ark. I don't know what to think. Can I trust no one? I try and piece this together in my mind. And the more I do, the more it makes sense. She planted the weapons here as part of a plan. But then is Sindra where? And what about Archeron? She's definitely been following me since I got here. First at the train station and then at the hotel. Plus she has the codes to activate all of the bombs. But there's still a few burning questions in my mind. Why was she given powers from the man in the Ark? Was it all just to teach me some sort of lesson? She keeps telling me about these rules. Things I'd experienced in my efforts to save Terra. But that couldn't be it. No one should have to die just to prove a point. There's something going on behind the scenes here. An explanation for all these murders. It can't be just for my sake. That would make me partly responsible for the death of Clace and Rocker too. No. There must be some other factors at play. I can't possibly be at blame for this. Haha. I'm satisfied now that the culprit's revealed. I quickly turn around. Archeron has to know this. But I start walking towards him, and pain assaults me. Like an arrow to the chest, it stops me in my tracks. No. I need to tell Archeron. And Singe, too. The fate of everyone here depends on it. Immediately, I fall against a nearby wall for support. I cry out in agony, but my pleas for help are unheard. Archeron and Anumi seem to be frozen in place. I recognize the sensation. The Ark. He lied to me. He gave powers to Max, and she seems to know all about my role in Terra as well. What else could he have been lying about? What is he up to? It gets harder to think clearly. My breath is short. I slide down the wall, collapsing on the floor. Why did he give her powers? Why did he make her kill? What is my true role? Why did Killa have to die? Because I didn't like him and that's why I killed him. I'm sick of being his pawn. I'm sick of lies. This time I'll fight for the truth. Yeah, no. I'm so based. Killa is fucking dead. Bum ba dum bum bum. Literally Fortnite dancing, and I have 10 true ending flags. That means I don't have to give a fuck about what I do in this game anymore. This game can eat my fucking ass. See you all later. Do, 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 do.